All right, can you just talk a little bit about the goalie matchup between their guy Bassett and Jamie, and how important is goaltending in this matchup?
I think the most important thing is that they're both in their first quarterfinal. You
Right.
know, they both, Bassett's had about a half a season experience over Jamie because he didn't start for them until last year, about halfway through. He's a very talented goalie, as in Jamie. A little different style, big kid, takes up a lot of room, whereas Jamie's smaller and quicker. Both kids who have, impressed everyone they've played. Very little downtime for them. Neither one of them's had a real bad string of games or anything like that, and they're going to be important in this game. One of them has 13 or 14 saves. That team's going to win.
Right. One of the storylines that goes kind of unnoticed is how well your four classes are meshing together. How important is it from seniors down to the freshmen that everyone's contributing?
Well, that's something we talked about from the day we started here. That there are no classes. That we're all in this together. We're a team, we're a family, and all that. But it is important for your seniors to take a leadership role and realize this is their last year, and mentor the other guys. Not lead them around by the nose, but mentor them. And I think the culture that's been created here, that there's mutual respect on the field. We play freshmen, we play seniors, and everybody else in between. So you earn your job, you earn your keep. But I think the other thing that's really helped is having a senior class where most of the guys are significant players makes it more important to them. We don't have any seniors that are, not playing a lot, so that they drag you down, and so that's really helped. But I think overall it's just been a real camaraderie amongst the team. Everybody gets along real well. They know what they're supposed to do out here, and they really take care of each other, which I'm really proud of.
Right. When you set the goal to get to the Final Four, you knew you'd have to beat a top 5 team. Did you ever envision it being Hopkins, and what does it mean personally to be playing them?
When you think about this game and getting to this point, you're going to have to play, as you said, one of the big boys, one of the tough ones. You don't look at which one it's going to be, because honestly, the job that Coach Petramala has done at Hopkins this year has been nothing short of phenomenal. He's got a great program. They've won championships in this decade, so it's not unexpected. But coming off last year, for him to come in and now be the third-ranked team in the country is pretty phenomenal with a young group of guys. So we didn't know who it was going to be. All we knew was 2 Sundays ago we saw the listing, and we saw that it was if we won, it was either going to be Hopkins or Hofstra, and we knew it was going to be a great team, and we're playing one of the best.
They have 9 championships, and they get to the quarterfinals pretty regularly. Can you just talk about the difference in experiences between the two programs, and is that at play at all? Are you guys putting them on a pedestal? Or
We're not. They are a talented team, but it's 2011. We're not playing their 9 NCAA championships and 35 other ones. We're not playing those guys. We're playing the 2011 Hopkins Blue Jays. Last year they did what we did. They lost in the first round.
Right.
They're playing a lot of young guys, and I think I saw something like 7 or 8 are new starters, so it's we've got a bunch of guys back. We're actually older than they are, interestingly enough, but the experience helps, and having been there helps. Certainly the expectations for them to make it to the quarterfinals are higher than from the outside world, are higher than the outside world thinking of that we should make it. But it's 2011. It's 2 teams facing off against each other, and both very good teams.
All right. They've got a win streak going. You guys have a win streak going. Does that make the matchup even more interesting, considering that you guys are arguably the 2 hottest teams in the country?
Well, I don't know. We've tried to downplay that as much as we could, because we've basically been in a playoff mode since the Notre Dame loss on March 12th. So every one game has been important, and this is another one. Hopkins had a loss at Syracuse. They had a goal taken away in overtime that would have given them that win, and to show their class and their fortitude. Since then, they have won every game against some really good talent. So, I think we're both playing pretty well. We don't feel we played as well in the last game as they did in their last game, but we certainly feel like we've been hot. Won 11 in a row, and hope to make it 12.
Right. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.